very close to where they actually stand right now in the standings, which is funny to see, even though it is a, pretty negative stat there. But taking a look at the Gen G lineup, it's what you've come to know and love. We're not going to be seeing any subs here. No Flawless, no Karis, none of that.
Nope, just standard.
Yeah.
Standard stock Gen G here. And T1! This is the big, exciting moment, the reveal, and we already saw T1 posted about it on social media, but Faker will be starting today over Closer, Cuz is in over Element Wonder, and Kana will be making his return. It's been 41, and T1 just continues to follow suit here, taking away the Kalista, though, as well.
Really going to be taken off the board?
They're going to lock in. So a lot of potential extra healing coming through, depending on the build. And you'll be able to empower Azir in a lot of these team fights, because what Gen G lack is a strong front line, but you end up building Moonstone, or Moonstaff, I should say, and then Azir becomes so fast, becomes so potent in these fights. If he's taking a little bit of extra damage, he's going to be the one getting those heals, and then your damage is going to spike. Seraphine's getting a little bit overextended in the LEC yesterday, too, and just since we're talking about it.
All right, here we go. The combo comes in onto Rascal. The Hextech Ultimatum just trying to survive, but he's not really in range. And oh, that flash was just as desperate as it comes. Very nice conversion from T1 to get on up there. And Kana has been dominating this top lane and really shutting down Rascal.
I mean, he really has. And this is, the Gragas into the Camille. I feel like it's such a good matchup at dealing with Camille. But he's not only just stable up here and not afraid of this Udyr Camille, but in fact is trading aggressively because Camille, when there isn't an Udyr nearby, there's no real kill pressure on you. And that Udyr's been on the bottom side of the map so much, you just commit the body slam here, the cask is easy, and Cuz is here just to guarantee. And the next thing,
buddy, you didn't get the smite down.
Now Faker's stuck here. This is not a good situation.
They're actually trying to turn it around here. Cuz is taking a lot of the aggro on the bottom side. Teddy and Keria both roaming up. And now you can see Clit is in a lot of trouble. Kana gonna pick up that kill. And even though they don't get the Rift Herald here, T1 will at least pick up the one kill. At the same time, though, Ruler's getting free farm in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Ruler's getting some free farm, but this is definitely, turning a bad situation into a decent one on the top side. And it was a really nice play from Cuz.
Here we go again.
Once again.
Hextech Ultimatum is coming in. This time we have TP and Udyr coming in, but the damage is going to be enough. They take down Rascal already, and you can see Gen G just on the run. The Encore's going to hit BDD, and he is in a lot of trouble already. Kana doing so much damage. BDD over the wall. He's actually going to get bopped down here by Faker, who goes for the flash and picks up the kill. Lands another root onto Clid, and this is just massive for T1. They pick up 3 kills in the engage.
This is not how this early game is supposed to look. This is not how this game was supposed to go, right? And T1 are just controlling the game around. Cuz is once again here. Hextech Ultimatum buys time. You see Click rotates around. The teleport comes through first. Teddy gives some extra shielding because he's got another global. And then Icarus Divide isn't going to save you here. Faker's here. He ends up being the one who closes BDD's life out, or forces him to flash over the wall at first, and then does secure the kill himself. But this is a Seraphine that is out-rotating and out-valuing a very early Azir, and it's BDD.
I suppose kind of caught out in an awkward timing here, and not really going to be able to challenge either of these objectives. But here comes the 2-man Encore, and look at this synergy. The Hecarim over the wall, the Encore over the wall. And Cuz is just too fast, nobody can catch up to him. And Baker's having an insane game as well on the Seraphine.
Yeah, this is the kind of wombo combos we were talking about for team fights later. Is Rascal just going to die?
What? Yeah, this is what I was saying. I mean, you can't even enter the lane.
This roster, hold that thought. His life's going to eat some damage. This roster for T1.
Oh no. I think Ruler's just dead here. Nice flash. Nice flash, buddy. That's not going to help you out too much. Not against a fed Hecarim and a fed Gragas.
Push the envelope on side laning. See how many minions you can get. As this time, it's Faker who's out in the open.
Yeah, he kind of got caught out here by himself in a 1v1 position, but he will have a lot of help from his teammates. With the stopwatch coming in, looks like Faker is in a bit of trouble, though. Kana trying to help out here, as Rascal is going to get booped down. But you can see the damage that BDD does do, even just on the 1.5 items. Kana is going to have to get out of here. Clid not going to be able to catch up, so we'll just end up
it's Udyr Valdez, never underestimate.
Blast plan's pretty strong, I guess. Nautilus coming on in, as the hook shot is nicely buffered, but it is not going to matter too much. As 3v1 under the turret, that's the power of this comp. Like you're not really safe under any turrets as anyone on the side of Gen G.
Yeah, I think if T1 continue to group like this, and you trade a top turret for a bot turret like this, but this time it's an inner turret versus an outer turret for T1, you're very happy to kind of play this game. It's like trading up in chess when you're ahead pieces, and then
just letting Cuz chip away at Clid here.
BD
Cuz
wants
has to be
this.
careful though, and now Cuz is just going to get caught out as the Encore is on to one member, and Teddy and Faker are here all alone. Gen G find the opportunity to get on in there. The double kill comes in from the Udyr. Now Big Boy Kana is here. Can he turn this one around? Doesn't look like the answer is yes, as Rascal is frontlining now for his team. Keria just trying to sacrifice to save the rest of his lineup as T1 are desperate to try to disengage here on a very wonky and not a great engage there in the top lane.
And can I bring everyone's attention?
They want more. They want to kill something. They're angry. And yes, they're going to get BDD, but that is about it. They're trying to go and take the Baron off of this kill.
Yeah, I think this is what you have to try if you're T1 here, because you have enough of an advantage. But, I mean, they don't have all the tools here, so it's a little bit risky, but I think it's worth a shot.
Like you said, I think you have to try, right? You just gave up the Infernal Drake.
Gotta trade it for something.
And you're 5v4 here, so everybody dodges the True Shot Barrage, and that's actually a lot of damage denied from the Ezreal. Ruler is trying his best to try to chip away at the front line here, but it's not really working out too well. They're going to try to zone away Clid. Not super successful, but they do have the damage onto the Baron, and it will be enough. No steal is going to come in here as the cast from Kana is going to separate everybody. The Encore does nothing as Clid is going to have to back away. They want more. Oh, Rascal's getting in there. That's pretty interesting. As Ruler just immediately dies, and now Rascal is all alone. Not sure about this one, Wolf. We're just turning it into a total clown fiesta in this game.
I mean, they really thought they were going to be able to force this into a Hextech Ultimatum, gets a pick, and then all the Ruler damage comes through the fall, but they can't. They can't do it. Oh,
we're still going. Cuz is like so angry after his play up on the top side. And you know what? I suppose he's making up for it. And we're just not ending.
This actually...
We're just not ending.
Yeah, this could end up being... well, this could be ending if beating around the mid lane there meant that they lose a little bit of time on inhibitors without gaining anything, and this next Infernal Drake lose a few seconds on the speed of which that's going to come up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I think Rascal's just dead here. He is he's surprisingly tanky. It doesn't matter. As Kana is legendary. 8-0. On AP top Gragas. Give this guy the player of the game already because he is
rotated totally once those are cleared. I mean, how do you walk in here safely with all the lockdown, all the wombo, all the ultimates that come through the T1 to shut you down when you group up? It's so difficult to engage. Clid's trying to bait it.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, they're going to land the root here, and they actually catch two. Here we go. The Hecarim goes in, and down goes the Karma to start us off. Kana does take a lot of damage in the front line. BDD does his ultimate for about zero reason. Tries to put up a wall, potentially. As now Rascal up on the top side getting caught out. But here on the right, Keria is looking to engage. BDD desperately trying to 1v5, but is not going to be able to. They need to get onto Ruler, though, who is actually doing a lot of damage by himself, but now all alone. And the range of Teddy is just going to slap him down as
Kings coming through. They want to end this game right now. They're going to reset. They've got teleports, Kana and Faker. And I mean, look, we talk about all the wombo potential, the Seraphine ult, the Encore that can come through with the Hecarim ult. It's actually a Senna that gets a double root that starts the fight off for T1. Like, that's not the one we're even talking about. That's not even supposed to happen.
Against Udyr.
Yeah. It's like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is great game for T1 to start us off.
Yeah, people are going to look at the scoreline and they're going to see Kana and they're going to be like, how did that happen? Like, how is this possible? Well, the guy just had an incredible game, and T1 really showed up to play tonight. A fantastic showing in game number one, going the way of T1 this time around. And Gen G are going to have to...
Absolutely crushed by somebody like Rascal in the top lane, as Tarek would be a very, very sturdy choice here. And actually works extremely well with this comp in terms of team fights. So I don't hate it, but very off meta right now.
Yeah.
And I'll take the Galio instead, which is going to be great into the Leona, the Gnar, and the Hecarim.
It's not always just stable. It's hard for pro gamers to always be, great. As we're having another trade down on the bottom side. Not going to get that last hit onto life, actually, and you can see Teddy takes enough damage to pressure him off of that. As in comes Cuz. Remember, no flash here on life, and even through the exhaust, that's going to be the first blood on to that Galio bot. Very well baited into that fight, and even though he was really close to the turret, still able to pick up that kill.
I was literally about to say the words almost came out of my mouth. You could see that Life is really respecting the fact that they don't know if Cuz is here or not because he stayed back so far. And then he walked forward, got Zenith bladed, and then Cuz is able to close that gap so quickly on the Hecarim. So, you know, I thought he was ready, but he was not. And here we go. This is where it starts.
This is what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Khalid up in the top side. He's taken a lot of damage, but 2v1 here. You can imagine that they should get the kill. The flash comes in from Kana as he tries to pick up at least the one onto Khalid, but it does not come through. You can see a very different trade. As, remember, Life still doesn't have flash, but this time around, Khalid is here, but the 3-on-3, who wins this one? A perfect Hecarim ultimate onto the 3 of them, but with the TP coming in, T1 will try to get out of here. BDD, I don't know what that was. That's going to be a bit of a whoopsie, and now we have the Encore that comes in, and Khalid, alongside of Ruler, are going to be rooted up. This is a disaster for Gen G, and T1 easily clean up. 4-0 on Teddy now.
Teddy's got the jaw hitting the floor laugh after that trade, as we're going to see X-Tech Ultimatum under turret here. Kana is very free.
That one. In goes the Hecarim, and this Kaisa is just insane right now. 5-0 after one more kill, as Life has to flash away. Faker's here once again, so
when you have so much lane prio like this, Valdez, you could just go around. You can loop around the backside with Hecarim. He's there to scoop up the kills. And you said this to me as soon as game one ended. You were like, I hope you saw matchups. Ended up being great. And let's not forget, Faker is the most iconic Azir player of all time, so he understands this matchup very well.
Oh boy. We're going to get the sun into the wall, and now Rascal, he's just holding on to his Hecarim ultimate. There you go. Yeah, just going to wait for that perfect moment. See if he really needed to use it because the kill was just so easy, even without it, potentially.
Look at all the wards. Look at all the blue wards on the map, top and bottom. Gen G just don't have any vision, so Khalid has to stay mid when the Rift Herald gets dropped to make sure that there's no dive onto BDD. T1 know that. They see him not rotating up, and then they make a pick happen. They're going to try to trade this back, though.
Hecarim's just too fast. Like, you're just not going to get on top of him. Now Kana is alone. Yeah, he's the one that does get caught out. Not quite as fast as Hecarim. Udyr pressured, then maybe. But if not, then in the 4v4, or even the 4v3, if Udyr is here, the Kai'Sa with 2 items with Collector this early on, you're just never going to win that as Gen G. So yeah. T1, as long as Kana plays safely, they're in just a fantastic spot here to do whatever they want. As, you know, the Hextech Ultimatum, pretty good against Hecarim. Yeah, pretty good against shutting down that Horsey.
No way out of that one, I'm afraid. The timing of that coming through very well played. So a little bit of greed here from Cuz, gets punished.
Again, feels a lot like game 1.
Yeah, it really does. Feels like we're seeing a second version of it.
I think if you don't kill Kaisa here, you're probably just going to lose the fight. You could maybe commit, try to get Khalid to go for the steal and then back away. But at this point, it looks like T1 just want to turn around on this one. The Encore is pretty lackluster. But still, the front-to-back fight is here for T1. They're going to chip away. They catch Rascal, and they don't get much else. So they kill the top laner, but Khalid's still with the splash available. There's still that threat of the steal, but T1 far enough ahead that they're just going to start this one up again.
They used all of their, combo tools, though, all of their big ultimates here in this fight. In fact, all 5 of them were used. So this is an opportunity for Gen G to try to front to back, but it's just so difficult.
Another turn is going to come on in here. Cuz no ultimate available. Life just trying to peel for his team. As Ruler does a nice amount of damage here if he is kiting them back, but they're split. Yeah, the slow is going to come onto Ruler this time around, and he is not going to 200 years this game, as he will be taken out. And now T1
try to deny this.
Yeah, trying to ult on a Khalid. Keria is going to die. This is going to come to a 50-50. It goes to the Khalid. The Udyr steals the Baron away.
Unbelievable.
And now they're going to get the double fear, but that is big for Gen G. They buy some time picking up that Baron away from T1.
Unfortunately, the players who are going to have the Baron here for Gen G are ones that are not going to be able to do anything on the map right now, but it is a huge denial. Watch this killer instinct from Teddy here as he goes through. Like, there's so much peel, and then Teddy's here, and he's like, okay, Faker actually cuts this in half. Rascal, you can't be here, or you're gonna get charmed. You're gonna get cut in half by this ultimate combo that comes through. Cuz is there as well.
We actually have a big fight happening right now. This is for the Ocean Drake, and the second Kaisa arrives, you turn tail and you run.
You're already outnumbered here.
Just 9-0.
Yeah, you're outnumbered. You're against a Fed Kaisa. You can't be here.
Teddy's like kiting the blue buff while he's getting a kill. There's just nothing you can do.
T1 just has such control over the map.
Okay, again, the one way you can win is if you kill Teddy. Do they have the reach? The answer is no. Absolutely. We're just an extreme late game, and still Genji's comp is pretty good. So I like that they're actually going for the play here. Teddy is going to go into that backline, immediately blows up BDD, just removes him from the fight right from the get-go. That's a cute little exhaust you've got there, says Teddy. Doesn't affect me at all. As T1, they felt the pressure, and they went for it.
BDD not having any damage in this fight means that T1 could just kind of walk forward here and end the game. Even with a huge taunt, there's just not enough damage for Genji to end this.
Yeah, welcome to Seraphine's world.
Yep.
You're not going to have much fun with that one. Carrio's got a stopwatch. Teddy, he's got a front line in spades this time around. And with the Aphelios going down, that is going to signal the end of the game. Cuz going to pull out that last member. Only Clid remains, and T1 will take the extremely dominant and clean 2-0 win tonight over Genji. They're gonna go ahead and let Faker die as the Nexus will go down. But that is about as one-sided as it gets in terms of T1 just absolutely smacking down Genji.
Yeah, this is not just T1 bouncing back with an upset win against Genji. They may